So, welcome. Glad to have you here today. I look forward to your comments below because what I'd like to do is create a tete-a-tete here with you. So, what does being polite mean to you? I like when people are polite with me, but are we taking it too far when we start listening to the commands that we've been given, that we need to wish certain things for certain people, or we need to wish each other certain things? For example, why is it that in some places at the beginning of different New Years, because every culture has a different New Year, and the one that Western countries adapt is usually Happy New Year, or a prosperous, happy, healthy New Year to you. But what does that say about that? That's the only thing we want for that person. What does that say that that's the only thing that we see or we believe we can wish that person? So when we say to somebody, have a happy New Year or have a healthy, prosperous New Year, and then they end up being ill, and they also find that they've lost a job, and now their economic situation is dismal. Is this saying to them that you've failed? You haven't lived up to the only thing that you're expected to do? I don't like that at all. I think maybe we need to we look at it, change it. Maybe we wish people, may you have the fortitude to address every experience that comes your way this year. How about that one? To me, that's much more kind. To me, that is allowing space for all the different experiences of life that we're here to experience. We're not here to just experience being happy and prosperous and healthy. We're here to experience all of life. So why not wish each other that instead, if we wish to wish anyone anything anyway? Why not just say, may you find within yourself to accept yourself. May you find the love that's within you for yourself. May you, if we mean it for them, of course, may you realize the incredible, powerful being that you are this year. May you find it within yourself to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you will need to forgive yourself for this year. May you be kind enough to yourself this year that you will spend time with yourself. May you make time this year for self-care. May you relish self-care. May you know the pathways to growth and healing. May your footsteps be marked with whatever it is that you wish for yourself this year. But why always the same thing we wish each other? And why is it that we must respond back? We feel that we must respond back. And if we don't respond back, then we're being impolite. What if we have nothing to wish? What if that person is in grieving right now? Grieving terribly right now. And we come along, we go, oh, Happy New Year. Do we need to be more mindful? Why are we simply speaking according to rote? Why are we saying things that we're told to say? Why is it that we don't think for ourselves? Do I really want to say this? What does this really mean? Do I really want to say something that doesn't have any real meaning for me? See, I think being kind is by being authentic. I think being kind is to be loving. But we cannot be loving to somebody else until we're loving to ourselves. And if the most loving thing we can do to ourselves is not to say anything and not to act upon command by when somebody says to us, Happy New Year, that we have to say it back to them. If we're grieving at the moment, why is it that we cannot just say nothing? Or we cannot just say, excuse me, but that's not where I am right now. I'm in grieving right now. I'm in mourning. Why is it that it's not okay to just say whatever we wish to say? If it's not being extremely foul, and it's not wishing something upon somebody that we wouldn't wish upon ourselves. So what I'm asking is it polite to say truthful things? Should we expand the boundaries of what's being polite to say what's really going on in our lives? How are you today? Or what's up? Or what's going on? And people go, fine. Or great. But what if it's not great? Is there room for us to say, I am feeling really wretched today. I am dreading going into work today because. Or you're going to work and somebody says, well, hello, how are you? What if you say, I just don't want to be here today. I wish I were somewhere else today, but anywhere but not here. Or you have to meet with somebody and they say, well, how are you? And you say, well, I dreaded meeting you today. I really am not looking forward to being with you today, or to whatever it is that, we're going to be discussing today. Why can't we just be truthful? I would love to see a society where we stop acting by rote, we stop saying things that have no real meaning to us, and that we start addressing our real needs. Do we address our real needs when we wish people a happy new year? And yet maybe you say, yes, because I want people to be happy, but that's not why we're here on earth. That's not the only feeling that we need to validate. We need to validate all feelings. All feelings need to be on the same rung and on the same ladder. But instead, we only validate certain feelings. And so we only wish people certain experiences because only those are validated, or only those are justifiable in our lives. But all feelings are justifiable. So I ask you to please pay attention to what you're wishing to others and for others, and realize that we came here to experience the full bloom of life. And maybe we're restricting others in doing so. Thank you for listening today. Please click the subscribe button and the notification buttons and let me know how you feel about what I have said here today. Thanks, everyone, and live your life as authentically as possible. To me,